Hey guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Yepa, shamanic practitioner, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please make sure that you subscribe so that way you can receive when a notification does upload. For those that have already subscribed, please make sure that you like, please make sure that you comment as well, or just your views is greatly appreciated. Okay, so I'm doing something different. I'm going to be mixing some stuff up to see what works and what does not. So with that being said, I am doing zodiacs, okay? So calling in my Pisces. Pisces, where you at? You guys are next. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign, okay? Pisces, all right? So if you guys are interested in a more personal reading with me, you can definitely book me online at spiritualvibrations.org. Please make sure that you check out of my shop as well, which is also connected to the website. All right, so for my Pisces, welcome guys, sun, moon, and rising signs. I'm not quite sure what spirit wants to talk to you guys about today, but we're going to see and we're going to go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and tap on in, Divine Spirit. Tap me into Pisces, the collective. Pisces, collective. Pisces, all right. It's definitely, many of you are very free-spirited, or for some of you, it's time for you guys to be free-spirited. Okay, that was a bonus message that came out. So it lets me know that your team is ready to start. I'm going to shuffle 3 times. Collective for Pisces. What do you want to talk to them about? For those that's going to watch this channel, Pisces, collective insight. What you want to talk to them about? Pisces, collective insight. What would you like to talk to them about? Final shuffle, Pisces, collective insight. What would you like to talk to them about? For my Pisces, collective insight, what you want to talk to the Pisces about for the collective? Pisces, what do you want to talk to the collective about for Pisces? Pisces, collective. Pisces, collective, what do you want to talk to them about for the Pisces? Collective, what do you want to talk to them about? Okay. For the Pisces, too many cards, Spirit. For the Pisces, collective, what do you want to talk to them about? I feel confusion. I feel confusion. So some of you guys been battling confusion. For Pisces, what do you want to talk to the Pisces about? Collective Pisces, what do you want to talk to them about? It's like your cards are just all over the place. My Pisces, you may not be grounded. So you definitely, look at that. Okay, keep that. Need to work on some grounding techniques. Pisces, what do you want to talk to them about for the Pisces? Some of my Pisces, you may need a reading. Okay. Some of you need a reading. It's been a while. Pisces, what do you want to talk to them about for my Pisces? Collective insight for Pisces. Ooh, you guys got some stuff going on. Y'all giving me a workout. Maybe some of you guys need to start working out. Maybe some of you guys have started to work out. Some of you guys may need to strengthen your upper muscles. Okay, my Pisces. Maybe some of you guys are working to strengthen your upper muscles. Pisces, one card at a time. For my Pisces, collective insight for Pisces. Collective insight for the Pisces. What you want to talk to the Pisces about? Collective insight for the Pisces. I'm just going to take the top card. And what's the overall energy for the Pisces? What do you want to talk to them about? Overall energy for the Pisces. What do you want to talk to them about? Overall energy for Pisces. Collective insight. Alright. It came back out. Alright. Oh, that was a workout, guys. So Pisces, let's see what cards came out for you. You have acceptance. You have victory. You have strategy. And you have surrender to prayer. And your overall energy, you have dreaming. Okay, for my Pisces. All right, so give me a few moments to kind of take a look at this and see. So many of my Pisces here, you do need to pay attention to your dreams. Maybe some of you guys have been having some very vivid, surreal like dreams, okay? Some of my Pisces, you're actually focused on your dreams, on your goals. Some of you are pursuing them. Some of you guys are thinking about them as well, okay? Some of my Pisces, you do daydream a lot, okay, as well. Do a lot of daydreaming. I feel like Pisces, you guys have definitely been very imaginative. You have been, you are very imaginative. I feel like many of you have been really kind of like focusing and visualizing. Some of you are using visualization as a form of manifestation. For others, you're just doing it without, really any intention towards it. But I feel like for my Pisces, you guys have been really kind of like envisioning certain things occurring in areas of your life. Envisioning how you want your life to look. Some of you guys may have been envisioning what you want your future to look like, okay, as well. I did say grounding because it felt like your guys' energies was kind of scattered as well. So Pisces, I want you guys to be careful with illusion at this time. The fact that many of you are not as grounded as you need to be at this time, especially with the overall energy of dreaming, whether this information is pertaining to the recent past or the present, okay? It's just like needing to stay centered, okay? For some of you, you've been having some dreams, and it is centered around the need to accept something in your waking life. So if you have been having some dreams lately, okay, it is pertaining to needing to accept something in your personal life at this time. Many of you have been working on just self-acceptance of yourself, self-acceptance of how things has been, how things were, how things is, okay? Accepting people for who they are. So I feel like some of you guys have just kind of been lost in that thought, okay? For some of you, you may need to keep your head covered a little bit more, my Pisces, if that's something you've been thinking about doing, whether that's wearing a wig that's covering, whether that is putting on a hat or a scarf or a bonnet, whatever works for you. That could be beneficial for others. You could benefit from a head cleanse as well, cleansing your aura. Many of you are and have been, again, just working through that vibration, that healing aspect of acceptance. And many of you have been very victorious thus far, okay, with accepting certain things for the way that they are. For some of you, that's gotten to that step where you have went through this acceptance healing, and now you're victorious because you've overcome it. You may have never thought that you would be here. You never thought that you would be at this place of being able to accept either yourself for who you are, to be able to accept a situation for what it is or what it was, to be able to accept someone for who they are, all right? And accepting somebody for who they are doesn't mean tolerating. It just means accepting that this is their trait, personality, character. This is just kind of who they are as a person, you know? Many of you didn't even think that you'll be at that level of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Talk about growth, right? So for those that has been through this, like, you are victorious. You've been doing something. You've accepted something. All right? Now you're actually living the dream. And for others, this is a process of which you're going to be going through. You are going through, in which you will be victorious in. I feel like when it comes to my Pisces, your dreams, your goals, your admirations, okay? There is victory that's available to you, okay? If you're able to dream it, you're able to achieve it. Okay, Pisces, if you're able to dream it, if you're able to visualize it, you're able to achieve it. Not saying that it's going to come easy. Okay? So, the fact that it may not come easy, what is your strategy? What is your method? What is your next step? Okay? For others that have been through this space where you have gone through a level of healing when it comes to some level of acceptance in areas of your life in which you have been victorious in, now what are you going to do with that? How are you going to utilize that wisdom and that experience, right, to implement in your day-to-day life as a part of a strategy or as a part of a plan, okay? Or how are you going to just use that in general? I feel like for some of my Pisces, you may have gotten to the point, or you're at a place where you're working on getting to the point of just kind of like accepting or realizing that the way things are right now is pretty much how they were supposed to be. Not all of you, but for some of you, it's kind of like getting to a place of it is what it is, but in a healing sense, not in a level of avoidance. You know, sometimes we can say it is what it is just to avoid it, you know, like fuck it, we done with it, don't care about it, it's a wrap, you know. But I feel like in a healthy way. For many of you, journaling has been beneficial for you. For others, there's a need for you to start journaling. I'm also seeing somebody written some type of petition to your ancestors at one point in time, maybe within the last 3 years. For some of you, this piece of paper could still be on your altar or somewhere in a sacred space, like you wrote something on there about a dream that you want to come true. Something, if not all, is going to be victorious for you. Now, for other Pisces that is currently in this place right now where you are in the process of trying to accept certain things, maybe even aspects of yourself, and you are feeling unsure of how to strategize that, how to move towards that direction, right? How to get to that place. Prayer. Ask for prayer, ask for clarity, ask for direction, ask for insight. But most importantly, allow yourself to hear the answers. For many of you, just kind of going through this healing journey of acceptance, you had to pray a lot. You had to give a lot of things over to a higher power. Okay? And again, for those that needs to rely more on prayer, okay? Your prayers are going to be answered. All right, they're going to be answered. Let's get some more insight for Pisces. Clarify acceptance for Pisces, collective acceptance. Pisces, collective acceptance. Okay. We have inner knowing. So many of you, Pisces, you're resonating, you know. Many of you, you know, if you are in this place where you're trying to figure out, well, how do I get to this place of acceptance, okay? That's pretty much where you're working towards at this time. Like, you know what it is that you need to accept. Many of you do. For some of you, and this is not for everyone, for some of you, you guys are dreamers. You guys have spiritual gifts. This may be for a small percentage of you, but it's kind of like you have prophetic dreams. You are a dreamer. You are very intuitive. And I feel like some of you have not accepted that you have this gift. It's kind of like giving me the energy, either I don't know I got this gift, or I know, but yeah, whatever. That's what a lot of people say. but never really utilizing it or embodying that energy. Okay, and that needs to change. Some of you need to accept that you're gifted. Some of you guys need to accept that you're dreamers, meaning that there is prophetic information that's going to come through your dreams to give you that inner knowing so that you can know something before it occurs. The gift of prophecy. Okay. What's this victory here for Pisces? Collective. Victory here for Pisces. Collective. Okay, so you got a few different things here for victory here. So we have surrender, comparison with other people. Many of my Pisces, you have been working on no longer comparing yourself. I just saw somebody delete certain social media platforms. So for some of you, you had to go to the extent of removing certain access to certain social medias so that way you can just kind of like focus on you. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Whatever works for you works for you. It may not work for nobody else, or may not work for a lot of people, but as long as it works for you, that's all that matters. Okay, for some of you, it's just, again, you have been working behind the scenes on the shadow aspect of yourself where you're not comparing yourself. And for others, it's kind of like there's a need for you to work on that. And how are you going to work on not comparing yourself to others? By accepting yourself for who you are. Okay, some of you used to dream about who you would love to be, and now you're finally that person. For others, again, you dreamed about how you would love to be as a person when you have the power to be that person. So that's what I get when it comes to the illusion and grounding it down to reality here. So again, you guys, you're going to be victorious if you're working through this healing journey right now. For others, you have been victorious. You're no longer comparing yourself to other people. You're learning how to keep your eyes on the prize. You're learning how to focus on your own strengths. You're learning how to focus on your own attractiveness, your own power. It's like many of you know that you are. And for some of my Pisces, you could be scared of the power that you hold. There are some people in life that's afraid of failure, and there's some people that is afraid of their success, of their power. And I feel for some of you, that's pretty much what's been the issue. Okay? I don't make this up. I did not even look at what's in my hand. Look at that envy. Okay, for some of my Pisces, all right? Like this energy had turned into envy. That's why some of you, like, you know what? I'm starting to kind of like look at this person being happy for them, but at the same time, like, damn, why can't that be me type of energy? So it's like, let me go ahead and just delete these social medias. Let me go ahead and just kind of go within. For others, it wasn't, you know, that deep for you to, like, you know, delete, you know, but you saw yourself. For some of you, you're in this energy now where there is some envious energy, right? Because you're kind of looking at the Joneses. You're looking at the other garden instead of watering your own right now. So Spirit wants you to overcome and maybe accept yourself, your circumstances, the situation for what it is. But don't hold envy, because understand, envying someone is definitely different than jealousy, right? But envying someone, again, you're watering their garden and you're drying out your own. And you're also telling yourself that whatever it is that you see that you desire so much from someone else or a situation that you're looking at makes you feel as if you don't deserve it. And that's not the case. You do. So whatever somebody else have, you can have that or better. And be careful what you envy, because you don't know what a person had to go through to get what it is that you see that they have. And everything that you see ain't always peaches and cream and milk and honey. Okay? Also, I feel that Pisces, you guys got some evil eye sent your way. Okay? There is definitely some envious energy here. If you've definitely been on your shit, you've been glowing and growing and healing. Okay? You've been conquering demons, slaying the motherfuckers. Okay? You've been rising above your adversities. You've been victorious. Okay? You definitely have some evil eye, some envious people. Many of you, you already know who these people are. Some of you guys, it's like somebody around you where you're having a conversation and you're talking about yourself, and then they're so quick to either compare. Watch those motherfuckers. Okay? Watch those motherfuckers. Alright? I want to say it just like that. What's this? Yeah, and then you also have adjacent possibilities here. So I feel like for my Pisces here, a lot of possibilities or doorways or opportunities has opened up for you. And that could also be another reason why there's a lot of envy and evil eyes. So I do recommend my Pisces, do what you feel is best for you. But don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing until it's done or incomplete. Okay? For others, again, as you go through this process of acceptance, through this journey of healing as well, in which you will be victorious, that's when those new opportunities are going to come in for you also. Okay? What's this strategy here for Pisces? So we do have free spirit. Remember, this was the bonus card that kind of popped out as well. I feel like Pisces, be free to do you. Okay? Yes, there is important in life to have a plan, to be strategic, to, you know, be organized, you know, be aware of your next steps. But it's also important to bring forth that free spirited energy as well. So bring forth the energy of balance, okay, as well. I feel like for many of you, if you're working through this, just once you get through this period of accepting whatever this is that you need to accept, your spirit is going to feel so free. And like I said, for many of you, your spirit could feel free as you're going through this healing by journaling. It really is very important and can be beneficial. All right, what's the surrender to prayer for the Pisces? Collective insight, surrender to prayer, Pisces, collective insight. For some of you, your angels have been leaving feathers, or you will be finding feathers very shortly after this reading here. So we do have here miracles here. All right, so prayer does change things, but also trusting in divine timing and knowing that your prayers are going to be answered as well. I feel like with these new opportunities that is opening up for you and that has opened it up to you, it's going to feel like a miracle. Okay? Just kind of like overcoming what you've been through is going to feel like a miracle because you're going to feel so free. Many of you, like I said, you've already taken action in this power of prayer. You realize the power of prayer because it helps you get to where you are. For others, you need to take action on this as well. For some of you, prayer, pray for blessings. Pray for the assistance and the help that you need. Okay, pray for the ability to see things in a different light, to see things from a different perspective. Pray for being able to see what areas of acceptance that you need to take action on. Pray for strength. You know, pray for the bravery that you need to get through this healing journey or to just get through this journey in general. Okay? Many of you, you've been utilizing the energy of prayer as you've been going through this process of healing surrounding acceptance, and it's actually made you very stronger in your prayer. Okay, what's this dreaming card here for Pisces? Collective insight, dreaming here for Pisces. Okay, so we do have here the doorway to value. Okay, so some of you guys have been dreaming about, maybe it's been a lot of physical people in your dream. Some of you guys have been dreaming about money. Okay, some of you guys have had dreams about you being at your current job or a past job. Some of you guys have dreamed where you saw some of your ex-co-workers there as well. Okay. Some of you had dreams about your ancestors, or these are dreams that you will be having. Okay, but I feel like many of you have been focusing a lot again on your value, on how to get your bag. Okay, how to add to your bag. All right, to bring in more financial gain as well. Some of you have been focusing a lot on just your career and your goals. Okay, as well. Many of you have been doing some money manifestations, okay, as well. I definitely feel like Pisces, your value has gone up and your value is going up. And I feel that for those that has come through this successful victory when it comes to this specific healing, other people see, right? they can tell something. They may not know what you've been through, what you've been going through, what you've recently battled, but it's something about your energy, it's something about your aura, it's something about your presence, it's something about your ashe in general that let others know that your price has gone up, the value within yourself. And for others that again is working through that, this is actually what you can expect. Okay, so let's go ahead and close out and leave some guidance or advice for my Pisces based on this reading. Advice and insight for my Pisces based on this reading. And advice and insight on my Pisces based on this reading. Any advice, guidance, or insight for my Pisces based on this reading. Guidance, advice, and insight for my Pisces based on this reading. Guidance, insight, and advice for my Pisces based on this reading. And guidance, insight, and advice for my Pisces based on this reading. Okay. Alright, so we do have here surrender to silence. Okay. Pisces, again, some of you, many of you are very intuitive. For those that think that you are not gifted, you really are. Okay. I feel like Pisces, this is a great time for meditation, okay? To take some time to kind of go within. For many of you that have conquered and became victorious in this healing of acceptance here, this is definitely a time of replenishing your soul, replenishing your spirit as well. All right, we do have surrender to play. So for my Pisces, make sure that you are kind of taking a break from overthinking. Okay, overthinking, overanalyzing. Take some time out to tap into your inner child during this time frame. You know, healing isn't easy, so that balance is definitely needed. Some of you guys need to do something fun. Some of you guys, as you've been going through this healing, you incorporated more play into your life. You incorporated getting out a little bit more and doing more things for yourself and enjoying yourself a little bit more. That has also helped you with that healing process. And for others, that is a tip for you to include in your process of healing as well. Okay, understand that life is going to life. Your healing is going to happen, so why not have fun in the process, or at least try. Okay. My Pisces, I do see blessings, a lot of blessings. If you've been praying for finances, praying for growth, praying for wealth, stability in your endeavors, I see that. Again, for some of you, you know, a lot of this evil eye has a lot to do with your blessings. So again, just kind of be mindful of who you share, okay, things with. For any Pisces that's kind of sitting on talents that they can actually turn into material gain, financial gain, it's time for you to get to it. Get to it, okay? Get to it. All right. So that does complete the reading for my Pisces. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed. Please make sure that you like. Please make sure that you comment. If you're interested in a more personal reading with me, spiritualvibrations.org. And until next time, Ashe.